Hey guys, Super Pony here, and welcome back to another video. Today, I wanted to try something a little bit different. As you can see now, I have a VTuber model, which I actually made 100% on my own, drawn and rigged. Anyways, I wanted to record myself doing a voiceover of some drawings, and now I want to try and change that, and instead of having just music being played in the background while I draw, maybe have a little bit more commentary in my videos. And now that I have a model, which I know the model is a little janky at the moment, I'm still trying to tweak it to make sure that everything is running smoothly. It's not 100%, but I cannot wait any longer to make this video because I really want to post. I haven't posted in a couple of months, I know that, and I'm really sorry for the long wait in between videos. So here I am recording this video for you. This is a redesign I wanted to do of my OC, which is, the model you're looking at the moment. I guess this is a way of seeing like the final look. It's not that much of a difference, it's just a little bit design changes here and there. As you can see in the video, I decided to make my ears a little bit more stylized. I want them to be fluffier. I want to actually show that my characters have fur on them, so I tried to include that into my redesign for Astral Diamond. And so I also tried to make her look a little bit more feathery, and you can see me here tweaking the feathers on her back legs, and I ended up taking it out because it just wasn't sitting right with me, so I ended up not doing it, and I just kept the fuzzy hooves to look more like an actual horse. So yeah, you can see here I'm messing around with the fluff on her feet or legs a little bit more, and then I end up taking it off a little bit later because I just realized it wasn't really working out. And then I really wanted to improve my anatomy on the way I drew ponies and whatnot. I ended up not really changing that much, except for adding a little bit more I guess shape to the body. And a little context for this video that you're seeing here, I actually drew this character 3 different times because the end result really just wasn't sitting with me whatsoever, and I really wanted to make sure that the design I ended up with was perfect and that it just was to my liking. Because if I didn't like the design, it would have been worse to do my model, which I did do after. I was gonna do a video for this too, as well as the process of me drawing my model, but I made so many different changes in between while creating the model, while rigging the model itself, which ultimately does mess with the end result of what you see when I'm drawing, because I did not record those parts because I was trying really hard to finish the model within a quick amount of time. And I tried not to rush as well. I watched a lot of different tutorials on how to rig my model, and I sat with one that actually came out really nicely. They explained it really well. I do not remember the creator at the moment, but maybe in the future I will add who I was watching. But they really did explain everything really well, and it was really easy to understand everything, and I picked it up pretty quickly. So I guess you could see the end result of my model. I did end up adding physics too, which you might be able to see a little bit here. There, my bun, I'm doing a little jiggle. But my physics aren't that crazy because I didn't want my model to look like the typical VTuber model, as in, like, you know, it's always an anime style, and my style is not anime, at least I wouldn't say it is. I try to imitate more of a Western style. It just works best for me, and, you know, I know it's different for everybody, which, you know, to each their own. I've seen a lot of different VTuber models that aren't in the stereotypical style of being, you know, imitation of anime, or of an anime. So there's also, you know, some really great models out there. So I really took a lot of inspiration from different models, and I ultimately wanted to keep my model a pony because I was debating on making her human, which would definitely be easier to rig because of her being more in the proportions of a typical VTuber model, which most of the time they are human. But then I decided I wanted to, you know, not necessarily be unique, but be different, because there are a lot of human VTuber models and not that many, at least as far as I've seen, not that many anthropomorphic models. So I wanted to try something different, and I ended up with this, and I think it looks great. And, you know, as far as everything goes for the video itself that you are watching, I wanted to change up a lot of things about her besides just her anatomy. I also wanted to change her cutie mark, which used to be a pencil and a paintbrush. I really didn't like the way that it looked because it didn't make sense, because her name used to be Pencil Paint, for context, if nobody remembers, but I didn't think that fit me anymore. So I wanted to change her, and I changed her design, I changed her name, I didn't change her cutie mark at the time. So I decided I want to change her cutie mark to match her name. And I do remember when I was first drawing this, actually the first version of this drawing, I had a lot of help from my friend, and I had a different cutie mark, which was a pair of cards. They were tarot cards, and I did not like it. It clashed too much with her overall design, so I ended up changing it. And the design I came up with was completely on my own, and when I had showed my friend afterwards, she said that it came out really nice, and she actually liked it better than the old one, so it just stuck. And so her current design, I wanted to also change her eyes, because I know that in a lot of the older drawings that I have of her, every eye I made was the same. I wanted to try and maybe stylize the way that I draw eyes, and I haven't drawn in quite a long time, so I guess this was really new for me to actually draw this character, at least like drawing in general as well, because it has just been so long since the last time I'd drawn. And so this was like a big thing for me to come back and actually try drawing again. And then you can see here, I did actually change a color. Was the fade on her wings used to be a different shade of blue, but now it's the lighter shade of blue you see in her hair. I just felt like it made more sense to keep minimal amount of colors, because too many colors can be a little bit overwhelming. So I tried to change her color there, and then you'll see midway through the drawing, because you'll see that she's not wearing her shirt. I believe I start changing it here. This should be the moment where I start changing it, that I started drawing her shirt, because I realized that I didn't actually want to get rid of her shirt, but I did want to give her chest fluff, which then I realized that it wouldn't make sense because she needs to wear her shirt. What I did end up getting rid of was her undershirt, which was like, it was supposed to be like a mesh shirt, that she had underneath, but I ended up getting rid of it. I kind of don't like that I got rid of it, but at the same time, it just worked better for my VTuber model and also just her overall design. So that's why I decided to get rid of it, but I definitely didn't want to get rid of her clothing. One thing I did actually get rid of that was a part of her clothing was her bow on her tail, because I didn't think, I didn't know really how to incorporate the bow into her tail, because now she has like feathers coming out where her tail, where the base of her tail starts coming out. So here's the end result, and it came out really nice, and I wanted to make sure my anatomy was perfect. So thank you for watching, and goodbye.